India is a very young country. 64% of our workforce fall in the age group of around 25 to 45. While this working professionals contribute to great extent to our country's GDP, but there are very less avenues for them to take care of their health, and which is why we thought we should open outlets in IT sector, because these IT employees at least eat one meal a day in the offices. And what better option could it be other than giving them a healthy option at their workplace itself? 61% deaths in India are happening because of the non-communicable diseases like heart disease, obesity, cancer, or diabetes. A good way to prevent these diseases is also to take care of your health, and a way to take care of your health is by eating healthy, a proper diet, a nutritious diet which is balanced because it has a lot of colors, so it maximizes nutrition, less cooked so that nutrient is not destroyed while cooking, and making sure that you are eating from a different color family, plus also vegetables and fruits that are fresh from farms to the table. Keeping this concept in mind, we defined our recipes across the modern food pyramid, which now says that you have to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. So as you can see in my background, we have a modern food pyramid where the food pyramid has now been changed. So earlier it was carbs. This happened because we had malnourishment during independence, and there were a lot of other things which India had to fight through, but now carbs has been replaced by fruits and vegetables, because now we have sedentary lifestyle, we do not move much, so we need less of carbs, then more of protein, and then very less amount of sugar. So this is the modern food pyramid which has been developed now, and the entire emphasis of our food, these are the fundamentals on which we design our recipes. So when this idea came to my mind, when we wanted to start with this idea of Greens and More, we started with a very small investment, 2,000 rupees. That's where I got my first set of inventory, my first set of fruits, vegetables, lettuce, whatever I wanted to put into the salad. And we sold around 15 or 20 boxes that time, and then we got some profits. So since then, it is only the profits that we have been reinvesting into the business. From 2017, we started this business from my home kitchen, where I was cooking the meals personally myself and even delivering it myself. That was very important for me to understand the product market fit. It was important for me to speak to each and every customer, because that was giving me a lot of insight into what customers want, what are they liking, and that actually helped me strengthen my products. That was one thing. The second thing which I would like to highlight is the first outlet that we got, we were a new kind of cuisine, so it was not easy to get a space inside a corporate outlets. How we got our first outlet is, we spoke to one of the builders, reputed builders in Hyderabad, and when we spoke to them, we told them that the profile of our existing subscribers exactly matches with the profile that they have in their corporate IT parks. So that was kind of something where they found that similarity, because the IT profile employees were working in their corporate parks, and they said, okay, we'll give you 10 days to run the outlet and see if you can get us a good feedback. So we ran the outlet for 10 days, and we showed them the results, and they also got a good feedback from the employees, and that's how we got our first store. So once you get your first store, then you are very well connected to the facilities team, and that's how, once you have a case study ready, then it's always easy to get the second, third, and the fourth store, and so on. So in service industry, it's very difficult to retain employees. So what we have done is, in order to keep our profits and also in order to retain the employees at the same time, because this is a very skilled job. You won't find people with these skills readily available in the market. So what we have done is we have started with a chef training program where we hired freshers. We also give them a stipend, we give them food and accommodation as well, and we train them learning our food, our system, how we want to do things, and that has helped open a pipeline for youngsters from rural areas, whoever wants to become chef but they do not have the right avenues to get training in the hotel management institutes, or who do not have funds to study the program. So it's kind of a sustainable empowerment that we are trying to do with kids in the rural areas. I was born and brought up in Bhilai. It's in Chhattisgarh. That's where I did my schooling. After that, I did my graduation from Nagpur University and post-graduation from Hyderabad. My post-graduation is in banking technology. After that, I joined Bank of India. I worked there for 2 years as a specialist and officer in IT, and one of the youngest officers in public sector. Then we moved to US. In US, I worked with Oracle, again in banking and financial division. I used to do consulting assignments. After 4-5 years, when I joined Sony, again in the US, I realized I was directly reporting to Dan Stevenson, who was vice president of the Sony division US that time. And that's when the inclination towards business started. That's when I started understanding business. So when we returned back to India, I always had in mind that I have to start a business in India, because India itself is a great, itself is a big country, right? So any business that you start has a lot of scope for its success in India. I have 2 kids. My elder one is 13 years and my younger one is 11 years. They both live in the US. At this point of time, I'm managing my 1 foot here in India and 1 foot in the US. For 3 months I'm here, I open the outlets, I optimize the existing outlets, and then go back to my kids for the next 3 months, take care of them. And in all of this, I would like to mention there's a strong family support. There's a strong support from my in-laws, there's a strong support from my husband, and that is the reason why I'm able to focus and give 200% to my startup, because it's not easy to raise a company. It is said that we can do whatever we want. It's not just you, it's also the input from your family that counts. It's also their sacrifices. It's also that they have to deal without you in many important things, like there are festivals, there are kids' birthdays, there are anniversaries. Some of the times even I'm not at home with them. So it's not just me sacrificing and working hard, it's also the family sacrifices that have helped me reach here. I think as a woman, we always have a lot of guilt feeling, saying that, we are not able to contribute to our kids or contribute to our family, because we've seen our mothers doing that. So, and when we don't do it, it's kind of, at the back of the mind, it's always resting that we are not able to fulfill our jobs and roles. But here's I would like to say, believe in yourself, be confident. You also have a role to support in the economy. Family, of course, yes, you have a role to play there, but as a human being, as a contributor to the country's GDP, you have to give your input. And if it's something, this is something that you want and this gives you happiness, go for it. Never give up, because giving up is easy, but to create something is very difficult. And I believe all women have this power to create unique things. So just go for it.